The 2019-20 season began 245 miles from home. We visited Egger Street to face a Hereford side who invested heavily over the summer. Jason Ainsley named new boys Carl Magnier, Nathan Buddle, Dan Ward, Ben McKenna and James Roberts in his starting lineup, but it was two of the old guard who earned an opening day point.
Hereford throw in down the right hand side, ricocheted a few times and then played long down the right, and it'll fall Liebert's way, but Dan Ward thought he'd done well, it'll fall Hereford's way, shot will come in, deflected goal. It's Jordan Nicholson who opens the scoring. It ricocheted two inside the penalty area. I thought Dan Ward had done enough. Hereford, that's now 1-1. Hereford have the ball though, and it could be a break on the far side. It falls to Hanley, it's a good pass out to him. He's in the corner of the penalty area, he cuts inside of McKenna. Can he get shot away? He can, towards the far post, is wide. Just wide of the far post, it was hurling towards it. Ball back on the far side, but it's still with Spennymoor down the right, looking for Roberts, who looks like he can chase anything. James Roberts, and will he go foul away? No, he won't. So he gets the ball, ties the byline. Can he cut it back? He can. He's behind. No, he's not. Johnson comes in. It's in the back of the net. It's an equaliser. The cross came in. It was behind Taylor, but arriving was Andrew Johnson, who kills a shot from just inside the penalty area into the keeper's bottom left corner. He had a quiet game so far, but he's popped up when it's mattered, and Johnson makes it 1-1. Below him, and after the Hereford player return, and so it's now with McKenna for the away side. Back to Henry, plays a good ball down the left hand side. Will Taylor get there? It's nearly a good touch, just runs ahead of him. He might get there. Cullen Liebert is slow, and Taylor will get there. Shot across, goes in! Spennymoor have the lead. Glenn Taylor scores. Cullen Liebert didn't do enough to deal with him, and we were right behind that shot as it fires into the side netting. Free kick taken along that field. It's headed on again by Simmons towards Owen Evans in the penalty area, and Dan Ward's there to deal with it. Second time back, shouts handball, nothing given. It's out wide right with Owen Evans, who's running at his man, trying to get past him, can't do so. Ball does go in the area, headed away for can reach Simmons towards Hanley with a good touch. Can he get shot away? He can. It's in the back of the net. Not sure he got the final touch, but it's an equaliser for Hereford. It was a fierce, strong ball across the face of the goal from Hanley.
With home games against Blythe Spartans and Boston United postponed due to the ongoing pitch work at the Bury Field, Moose's next game was 10 days later at Guiseley.
We'll spur it down the line, under pressure from Gabriel Johnson. Dan Ward misses out this time, and Spencer will look to play it long for Lee Shaw. Closed down by Nathan Bundle, but he's got past him in the penalty area. He'll spur it long, and it's intercepted on the penalty area, and then Matthew Gould will claim it, and that was a real chance for Guiseley. On and out towards the back of the post, and it's in, and Guiseley take the lead. It was headed on the back stick, it evaded everybody, and it's Guiseley AFC 1, Spennymoor Town 0. As Carl Magnier will whip the ball in long for getting ahead of Buddle, as Roberts is there, and it's off the line, and then in! And Spennymoor have an equaliser straight away. I think it looks to have been an own goal.
Yeah, looks like an own goal, but Moose won't care about that at all.
Not at all, it just took a few ricochets in the penalty area, and Glenn Taylor looks to have cleansed it. He's picked the ball up and put it back on the halfway line, but it's an immediate response to Spennymoor Town, and it's the perfect response as they're right back in this game now. As Cantrell will, after taking a throw in, will have another opportunity to throw it long as Ben Shrewf will go up against Buddle, and Curtis will, it's in! As an initial header wasn't dealt with by the Spennymoor backline, and it's that man again, Aaron Martin. A great interception from Curtis, back to Magnet, and a lovely flick from Roberts, who almost Cruyff turned it on the volley to McKenna, who can win the ball in first time to Johnson, who fires over from the penalty spot. It was a lovely left-footed volley, and it almost glimpsed off the crossbar, and hoof it with his right, and will do so looking for the header James Curtis, who wins the ball, and Taylor will nip inside of Reece McNally inside the penalty area this time for Spennymoor. Then we'll lay it off for Evans, who can have a shot, and then loop it in a bar! It took a ball, it took a deflection as well, so it will be a Spennymoor corner.
Yeah, you'd think that this looks like something they're working on the training ground, obviously, because the amount of throw-ins they've had.
Yeah, flick it on at the first.
Yeah, just play for a throw in there.
And then, then see if you can work something off it with the second ball, as they've done on numerous occasions this time, as it's almost worked again, and it's come out to Martin, who had a shot, and it's back in again, and number 7, Lee Shaw.
Yeah, exactly the same set play. You know, we talked about it all day. We talked about it before the game. You know, there's no point in sending Tommy to watch games and people to watch games and giving players feedback and then You know, and let's be honest, they scored 3 exactly the same goals, and they could have had 4 or 5. You know, because even after the 3rd goal, we still couldn't defend it.
The poor start of the season continued at Farsley 4 days later. In a game with few chances, Ben Atkinson's header, 2 minutes from time, left Moors with just a point after 3 games, ahead of the visit of pace setters York City at a new-look Brewery Field.
No, it's not.
Bond,
Tate,
it's Bond,
Newton.
yeah.
Bond and Newton left the ball. Referee whistles, Newton will take it. It's left footed, it's in the goal. It is a lovely free kick from Sean Newton, who's waited deadlock with 18.5 minutes on the clock. Everyone's waiting to celebrate the York fans over on the far side. Keeper rooted to the spots.
Really within 10 yards of him. Tail up very isolated.
Taken by Griffiths, it's headed on, and a goal will try and flap at it somewhat for a cross. Oh, it's in the back of the net. It's an own goal. Sean Newton fired it across the face of goal. It hits James Curtis. It ends up in the back of the net. And Spennymoor, after 23 minutes, have already found themselves 2 down. 2 York players, but there's no foul in it.
Second balls are
Moke
always...
wins the header, and it just falls. The midfield all of a sudden disappears, and so York have it in a good position here with Griffiths, who's one-on-one with Rowe. Puts his side, might try a shot left foot. He does. It's in the goal. It's 3-0. It's Callum Griffiths. Shows respect to his former club. Doesn't celebrate. Ball caught out at his near post somewhat there, on his weaker left foot. To chest it down. Hounded and harried though, and he do well to play out there. Down that time, looking for Johnson, who just about to get the play. Good position for a cross is Andrew Johnson. One-on-one with Tate, just inside the penalty area. That's a low ball in. It's in! It's in the back of the net. McKenna has it. Flicked towards goal, and that is just what Spennymoor needed. A goal from nothing. Ball in from Johnson, just inside the penalty area, tied to the byline. Flicked towards goal by Ben McKenna. Anderson
going to make the most of these set pieces.
Floated towards the back post, towards Butler, heads it on towards the face of goal. Shot comes in for Henry over the bar. Well, I mean, it's not a system, but it's not far short of it. You're not going to get much better chances than that.
Around here, really, isn't it?
Taylor has it, edge of the D. Now to come out wide right to Williams for a cross choice to come in. He's took a few touches, low cross in. It comes towards goal and wide. That seems like a golden chance. It could easily be 3-3 in the second half. It's out, looking for Ward. It won't get Ward. Instead of being picked out by Griffiths. He now finds Green. Will he try a shot? He won't give back to Moke. Will he try a shot? He will. Curling in. What a goal that is! What a lovely goal from the edge of the area of Mariano Moke. He wasn't closed down, but he killed the shot from 20 yards into the keeper's top left corner.
So we want to come and make a statement today, playing at home, first time played at home this season. Like you say, clinical. I mean, their goals, first goal, give away a free kick, lads scored from 25 yard. Second goal, was it lads hit it near post, 25 yard. Fourth goal, 25 yard again. Like second half, we've come out and we said, you know, 3-1 down. If we come out and get the next goal, then it's game on. And we have had chances, but we haven't taken them, and we've been punished.
A trip to Curzon Ashton 2 days later provided a good chance to bounce back after a heavy defeat. But despite dominating the game and taking a lead through Glenn Taylor, Moors left the Tameside Stadium still in search of that elusive first win of the season.
The ball just held up a little bit on the surface there and allowed them to clear. It's flicked on to Asante, who's still onside. He's got a big chance, and he's going to make it 1-0 to Chester. Mix up defensively. It's Akwasi Asante's 5th goal of the season. They've got a challenge for it. And he's Johnson at the other end. Anderson's brought down, big chance. He's gone on the keeper, and it's cleared off the line. What a brilliant block from, I think it was Livesey. At the moment, not being dealt with properly. Long kick up towards Taylor. That's a free kick to Spennymoor. And to be honest, I wouldn't have given that. 25 yards out, Taylor wrestling with Livesey. Free indicating that Livesey had both hands on Taylor. It's going to be a chance to shoot for Moors here, you know. Brogan steps up. His free kicks haven't been up to scratch so far today. Hopefully this one's a bit better. Kenner there just taking up a position on the right wing. And it's a yellow card for Livesey, who's gone off. I didn't know if you saw his head there, but he's gushing blood. He'll kick long for Taylor. 2 minutes in added time here. I'd imagine the whistle will go any moment. And
What's that?
Livesey. Oh, he's been sent off. Well, I have no idea why. I've got to be honest. He got booked for dissent about 5 minutes ago, Livesey. He went off. He had a bandage put on his head. He's come back onto the pitch. He's just gone shoulder to shoulder with Mark Anderson in a seemingly innocuous challenge. The referee's tooted the whistle, and Danny Livesey's just been sent off. And I don't really know why. Left to Johnson. He's got Brogan making an underlap. Can Johnson deliver from here? Cuts back on his right hand side. He can shoot from here. Johnson, he likes to do so, and he has done. Oh, it's gone in! Through the keeper's legs. It's a nightmare for Russ Griffiths. An absolute nightmare. And Moose have been gifted an equaliser. Yeah. And Robert Ramshaw has just decided he's going to go and laugh in the keeper's face, which I rate highly. Yeah. Oh, it's been nicked. This is dangerous. It's 2-on-2. Dudley's robbed. Williams, left wing, cuts inside onto his right. He wants to play it into Asante in the left-hand channel. Get a shot away here, surely. It's deflected. It's hit the post. Oh, how was that not gone in? Well, as we were saying, what a warning that is for Spennymoor. His elastic legs haven't been enough to win him the ball. He's Brogan though, halfway line with Anderson. We need to create something. Anderson's just got to lob one forwards. Can Taylor win it? He can Boyce get through it? Oh, good save. Oh, it's come back out to Boyce. Taylor must score! Yes! Moose have won it! Moose have won it! Unbelievable. It's one of the last kicks of the game. It was hopeful. There's a pylon.
I mean,
Spennymoor have won it with the last kick of the game.
what is it, an error from the
Keeper's
keeper?
dropped it to another error from the keeper.
They've been disappointed by the way we've started. So yeah, just to get the monkey off your back, really, to get the first win of the season at home and on the new pitch, in front of the fans and stuff, and yeah, just take any goal really to get us up on the winning road.
That late win at Chester moved Moors up to 19th after a slow start to the campaign. However, with 2 games in hand on the majority of the division, spirits were still high despite an unconvincing opening month.